Good morning. It's focused. All right, we're starting this one off high. It's Monday morning. Daily Doodle done for tomorrow. What is it? Joy found in the journey, purpose found in the pursuit, on reaching the destination, then what? And the doodle itself is two mountains. So there's a guy at the top of the smaller mountain and his head's up to where the idea is that he's looking at the bigger mountain that can be climbed. Emphasis on the can be climbed. But there's a lot of purpose, there's a lot of joy found in that pursuit towards the top. You get there, then what? Do you climb the next mountain, or do you kind of, I think, all this answer is kind of dependent on the person, dependent on the situation, dependent on what that mountain was. But I think part of it depends on your age. Like if you're still young and you climb this one mountain, chances are you're probably going to want to keep climbing mountains, find that purpose in life. But maybe you get to a point where you've climbed that mountain and there are other mountains you can climb, but you're like, I'm satisfied, I'm happy, and I feel content in the journeys, in the mountains I've climbed, and I feel like I'm okay with that, and maybe you move on to something else. The example that, for whatever reason, that keeps coming to my mind is Sebum, because he's 5-time Olympia or 6-time back-to-back Olympia champ, and I think he retired before he was 30, or he was like 30 and retired. Obviously, if you know who he is, you'll know like he still does stuff, but he doesn't climb those mountains anymore. So he got to that point where he was like, all right, I'm happy, I'm satisfied with that, and I'm gonna move on to something else. But there's still like little mountains that he climbs, whether it's being a dad or with the business stuff or whatever. There's still those mountains, but that mountain specific, being those mountains of the Olympias are in the past, are done. He's satisfied. There could be, he was standing at the top of one mountain, that being his last Olympia, seeing the next mountain, thinking like, oh, I could do that, but didn't see the value in it. And the value that truly comes from the journey, the pursuit, I'm trying to take the words from the Daily Doodle, is like who you become along the way. And the struggles and the purpose you find in that journey, because it gives you something to do. You wake up, there's something to do. And then tying that to, I was listening to this podcast, and they talked about Sisyphus. It's like a Greek mythological story, but essentially Sisyphus was an ass, and so he was condemned by Zeus or whatever god to push a big old boulder up a hill, and every day, or I guess every time he'd reach the top, the ball would roll back down. And then there's a writer, Albert Camus correlated it, or what's the right word? Same meaning, but compared it to the human condition, that being what we face every day. You wake up, you got to push that boulder up the hill. But what he said is you have to pretend that, whether pretend or act as though Sisyphus was having fun, or at least had a smile on his face while doing it, because that's what we have to face every single day. It's kind of one of those things you tell yourself to make yourself feel better in a way. I don't know. But regardless of that, what I just said, that's what we face every day, whether it's going to work, cleaning dishes, training for triathlons, doing the Daily Doodle, getting your kids up, driving your kids to school, sitting in traffic. Like, those are all the little boulders that we have to face every day, paying bills. Not boulders. Yeah, boulders we have to push up the hill every day, whatever. But that's what gives you purpose. There's joy in that, and it's the person you become along the way, along those days of doing those things and completing those tasks, even when you didn't want to do them, is what's important. So climbing those metaphorical daily mountains and pushing that boulder up that metaphorical daily mountain, and recognizing that within this journey, that being maybe it's just within this day or within this month's, year's span journey, the person I'm becoming along the way. That's what really matters. And eventually you'll reach the top, and eventually that boulder might just fall back down. But maybe when that boulder falls back down, you don't want to push it back up because you moved on to something else. You're pushing up a new boulder. But there's always some sort of boulder, I feel like, that you're going to be pushing up, even if you're really, really old. I think there's a guy where I swim at, his name's Ed. He's like he's either 70s, I don't think he's in his 80s, but he's in his 70s. He's there every day doing some sort of fitness stuff. He's retired. He's just pushing up the boulder of staying fit, giving himself something to do as he's older. Because it's that process of just, his journey in his old age to just kind of be fit. And whatever journey you want to choose when you're older, maybe it's writing a book or something, I don't know. But there's always something. Like people retire and then they're like, this is fun for a week, but when you have nothing to do, you're like, why am I even alive? Like, well, I got nothing. I have no purpose. What's my purpose? You gotta give yourself some sort of purpose, and you can't rely on someone else to give it to you. You gotta give yourself purpose. You can't rely on people to give you purpose. To some degree, if you have a job, maybe your boss gives you purpose by giving you tasks, but you still have to get those tasks done. Like, you have to actually do them. But in life, you have to give yourself purpose. Don't rely on the person next to you to give yourself purpose. So push a boulder up a hill and put a fucking smile on your face. It's Monday morning. It's kind of a recovery day. So we're going to go swim. I'm kind of stalling. The reason I'm doing the Daily Doodle now is because it's stormy and raining and shitty outside, so pool is probably closed. It's supposed to pass around 9. It's 8:30, so hopefully within the next 30 minutes it'll be good or something, but we'll see. But we're supposed to swim today. Hopefully weather will allow that. And then I'm going to go to the gym, do a lower strength day. I don't work today, and I would like to mess around with my car. Kind of the next steps I have to do are wash it, and then I want to polish the front end, mainly because that one fender is sun faded, and then I'll probably just do the whole front clip and then just coat it, ceramic coat it. I'm not going to go balls to the wall with the actual paint correction part, just enough to kind of clean it up and then make it good enough to put a coating on there. But to polish it, I need to wash it. So that's kind of the next step, and then hopefully I could polish it tonight. Would be the next step. So we'll see. But yeah, gonna go about the day now. So instead of just wasting time, because now the weather's supposed to be like shitty till 11, I'm just gonna go to the gym first, which is how I used to always do it. I haven't gone to the gym first before like the Ironman stuff was in a day in a long time. Kind of just did it not too long ago though because of the weather again. There is an indoor pool at LA Fitness. They have 3 lanes, but this swim in specific has a lot of kicking stuff. It's like do a set, then do a 4x25 kick, do a set, 4x25 kick. It's like a shit ton of kicking, and I don't have a kickboard. The place I swim at has, like, they just have them. So I don't want to go there and then, like, I can't actually do the swim properly, so we're just gonna have to wait, unfortunately. Feels like I was just driving for like a freaking hour, but we just got to the gym. It's 77 degrees outside, and I got the heat on, which is crazy because I'm a true Floridian now because I'm a pussy when it comes to the cold. And then too, where I'm parking, I'm like parking right on the curb. Usually the only cars that park here are like the nice ones. You see like Porsches or Beamers or Mercedes, whatever, like shit fucking cars like that. But you know what? Today, the Honda, it's one of the nice cars. So I'm parking right here. I don't give a shit. Let's get in there and crush it. Gym done. The weather should be good for the pool to be open. I'm gonna give them a call actually and just make sure it's open. And then gonna go swim if the pool's open. I'll work out in the gym though. I don't like doing it before my swim because I'm not gonna give as much effort towards it because I'm like, I still have to swim and I wanna give more energy effort, especially towards swimming, the thing I'm the least good at. So that's why I don't really like doing it, and then I'm gonna go into it subtly fatigued. Not really the end of the world, especially because it's kind of a recovery-esque pool-ish-esque type swim, but still kind of not ideal. There's a cop. Oh my gosh, it's happening. The pool, it's open. It's open. Speedo on. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Let's get in the car. Can't wait. Let's get swimming. All right. Okay, swim is done. We just got back from the pool. Technically 2 separate swims. So 29.75 I think was the first one, and then 400 yards was the second one. It was swimming and then it was raining, and then I guess when the water gets too unclear because of all the water droplets, they have to close it because they can't see the bottom of the pool. So if someone's drowning down there, they can't see them. So they did that, and then I got changed, and then I was about to walk out, and then I was like, there's people in the pool. So then I got changed again back into my Speedo, hopped back in the pool. 400 yards later, they closed it again. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so now I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat. It's still raining. This Florida rainy season is obnoxious. Hopefully that'll go away soon. Get back to sunny Florida that we all know and love. It'd be kind of fun to just go swim in the open water, but we'll see. I want to mess around with my car, but it's raining, so I don't know. This freaking rain, man. I'm just gonna keep complaining if this clip goes on any longer, so I'm gonna eat. All right. They can close the pool, but you guess they can't close the fucking ocean. So we're gonna go for an open water swim. I'm here in St. Pete. The water, you probably can't really see it from here, but it's like smooth as, looks like glass. Super calm. So there's a beach here, and then there's a beach by the pier. I'm just gonna swim to that beach and then swim back. And then if I do more, it depends on how far it is, but that's the plan. So just try not to drown. I got scared. Didn't go too far. Swam 309 yards and I stopped. Swimming, for context, I'm really tired. I just got really tired. But started swimming from this beach. I was gonna swim to this other beach that's by the pier, and getting there's like the water's not super deep or anything, but there's all this grass and it's just dark. And it, long story short, just creeped me out. It really got to me, and I was like, yo, fuck this, I'm done. I'm not doing this alone. Also, I was gonna swim along, like, I don't know, there's this grass little pier people are fishing off of, so I was like, maybe I'll get caught by a hook or something. Could happen. But, yeah, I just psyched myself out and I got scared. So, I do know that, like, if I just went to an actual beach and swam along the shore, that I'd feel better with. Because I've done that in the past and it didn't bother me at all. This was, the only thing that bothered me was the grass. If I could just see sand, because the parts where I saw the sand, I was like, oh, that's fine, like it doesn't bother me. But it was the grass. The grass really threw me off. But now I'm out here in St. Pete. I just got some water, a gallon of water and coconut water, because I'm just really thirsty, and then I'm gonna head home, and then obviously I don't work tonight, so I'm just gonna eat and then start getting ready for bed. I'm tired, so it's gonna be the plan, and then I can get up nice and early tomorrow. I got up at 6 today, I don't know if I ever said that, but 6 a.m. today, which was legit, not bad. I feel like 5 a.m. is like the good time, but it's kinda, yeah. All right, so I'm back. I'm eating an apple, but I just paid my rent. I got back and I was like, fuck. I forgot to go to the office to pay my rent. I have until the 5th. It's the 3rd until they like charge a late fee. It's a $100 late fee. But it's honestly such an inconvenience, and I was being lazy. Obviously they're closed by the time I realized it, but $40 is the credit card fee to use it online. So I just paid it now and I was like, fuck it, 40 bucks, whatever. Down the drain, whatever. It's obnoxious. Why is it $40? Whatever. Whatever. But I got laundry going in the washer. I cleaned off the wetsuit and just sprayed it off with the hose to get the salt water off of it. Kind of waiting to shower until I put my clothes in the dryer. And then I might just leave them in there overnight and take them out in the morning. That's what I'm going to do. Now I'll put my laundry away in the morning. But it's 7:38. I want to get an early night tonight and then wake up early tomorrow because I work tomorrow's Tuesday. I'll work Tuesday through Friday. So that means every night's going to be a generally late night. And that means the mornings are going to be hard. Specifically, Friday morning will be the hard. Well, I guess Saturday morning would be the hardest, but Friday morning would be still hard because I have to wake up early to get my workouts in, but then I still have to go to work at the same time. Which, side note, they scheduled me on Saturday. Saturday's not in my availability, so that's a thing I gotta try to figure out, but it's not in my availability, guys. But, whatever. Yeah, so I want to try to get an early night tonight so I can start the work week off strong. But yeah, I was kind of feeling down about not down about myself, but I was just like, today was not productive. I just didn't feel good about today. I was like, today just didn't feel productive. I got up, like I got the general like daily doodle stuff done. I got my workouts in, did some social media stuff. I didn't post a reel today, which doesn't help. I didn't really know what to post. I thought I would post something revolving around the open water swim, but I only swam 300 yards. Maybe I can make something up now real quick about like just not being a bitch. And I posted a reel, so that makes me feel a lot better because one way to guarantee you won't get to where you want to go is to not try. So by not trying, that guarantees it. There's only one reel. I honestly been trying to, I don't not know what to post, but I'm just like, trying to provide value in a different way. Because when I first started posting on Instagram, it was all talking videos where it was very like kind of introspective, kind of self-reflective, psychology type thinking. And then that's kind of what the Daily Doodle transformed, or what that morphed into what is now the Daily Doodle. Because those videos did terrible. I'd get like 200 to 300 views and like 5 likes. So I was like, this isn't going anywhere. Now, maybe if I was still doing those today, maybe they would have gone somewhere by now. But who knows? But that's what Daily Doodle came into. So I like the Daily Doodle. But maybe getting into videos like that, sort of again, that can kind of somehow relate to triathlon. Because obviously now my audience is like just shy of 5,000 followers. I'm just shy of 5,000. And it's pretty much all revolving around triathlon or just like people that work out or in the gym or whatever. So kind of relating stuff, kind of intertangling the two worlds maybe a little bit, or just posting like black and white. So like this one's kind of that introspective, this one type of video, and this one's just triathlon focused or sport focused. So maybe they don't have to intermingle. But the one I just posted today was about the open water swim, and it was just referencing a video I made a really long time ago. This was one that actually did better, one of my better talking videos. I think it did get like 1,000 views. But it was just talking about anxieties, and anxieties being a flurry of worries that are around your head. I forget what I said, but I made it kind of like rhyme, or the words just kind of flowed well. But flurry of worries around your head, and there are these things that they're flurrying around, but you're not calling them out. So they're there, and then you're like, oh, I'm anxious. But by, like, imagine there's flies or something, and I just grab one, and then I'm looking at it, I call it out, I point out the facts about it, and that's how you get rid of that anxiety. At least that's what I think. That's like how you that's how you get rid of it. Anxiety exists in the unknown. Life is filled with unknowns, so that means life is filled with anxiety, or what can be anxiety. But it's not really ideal. It's not really optimal. It's not really optimal to be filled with anxiety day in and day out all the time. So, and one way to try to do that is to just be in silence. I think for some people it's really hard to just be without music, without your phone, and I'm not talking to you specifically, or I'm not saying this is only you. I'm not saying that I'm not subject to doing this type of stuff, but it's hard to just exist without anything around you. That is one of the things I do like about the Ironman training is like, I don't wear headphones ever. I stopped wearing headphones in the gym months ago. So I don't remember the last time I wore headphones, but I don't wear them in the gym. I don't wear them on the bike. Obviously I don't do it in the pool. I don't do it when I'm running. Sometimes when I'm running, I'll play music, but that usually doesn't last long because my OCD brain is like, oh, running is messy, or not running is messy. Running with music is messy. And as I get tired, especially as I get tired, longer throughout a run, like music will last like 2 to 3 songs and then I just turn it off because it gets messy. And when I get tired, I want to control that mess and keep things clean so that way I can just focus on the fact that I myself am messy. Like I'm struggling, I'm running, I'm having a hard time, and I just need to be able to focus on that and just push through that and not worry about this messy music that's in the background, that's crazy I feel like that's kind of crazy to say, but that's kind of why I do that. But in general, it's a lot of time just in my thoughts, in my head, and that's good. Do that mental maintenance, do some vacuuming up in the brain, up in the noggin. But I think still the thing I need to implement more again is just that, learning in the sense of I've learned a lot about triathlon, and that's kind of where I focused my learning energy towards, is triathlon and training and stuff like that, because I find it interesting. But putting more emphasis back on that introspective, reflective, kind of philosophical side and learning more about that. It's not that I don't, like I'll still listen to podcasts about that stuff and sometimes audiobooks, but not nearly as much as I used to. And that's something I don't want to move away from, because I feel like right now, if I can, well, actually I've been bringing it back. I feel like I was moving away from it. Now I've been slowly bringing it back. I'm kind of ramping it back up. So I just want to continue doing that because I don't want to move away from that side, especially because it's not really what I'm surrounded by. The places and the people you're surrounded by have a huge impact and influence on you. And when I'm not surrounded by that, it just makes it even harder to like keep in that mindset. So I want to make sure I reinforce that. But yeah, now I put my laundry in the dryer so it's drying, and it's going to sit there overnight. It's going to sit there overnight because I don't think anyone else is going to do laundry right now. And then I'm going to shower, I'm going to eat, and I'm going to go to bed. This camera, I don't know. All right, it's Tuesday night. This camera's about to die, and I don't know what of Monday actually made it into this video, because now that I've been thinking about it, I don't know, there's a lot of good value in that. So it might be, I don't really know. But it's Tuesday night, so tomorrow morning we have a speed workout on the tracks, 4 rounds of 6x200, and then we have an aerobic swim around 4,000 yards. In the gym if I can make it, but there's definitely not gonna be time. So tomorrow I have this work meeting thing at 8:30, and then I work again at 4. So I'm gonna wake up in the morning, do the track workout, come home, eat, do the work thing. Hopefully it doesn't go crazy long, and then go swim. If I have time, I'll do the gym, but I doubt it. And then come home, eat, go to work at 4. So I'm gonna vlog that. So tonight it is 10 o'clock right now. I just got home from work. I'm currently cooking. I got ground turkey and rice. And then I'm looking over what the workouts are for tomorrow, so that way I know and I can mentally kind of prepare more so for the speed workout in the morning, or for the track workout in the morning. But yeah, so I'm gonna eat and then get to bed as soon as possible, and we're gonna wake up nice and early, baby. All right, it's 5:53 right now. We woke up at 4 a.m. You can't say you want something and then not pay the price it is to get there. That's just foolish. That's just foolish. And that doesn't mean you have to wake up at 4 a.m. every day. It just means you got to make it happen every day. So part of making it happen today is waking up at 4 a.m. So we're up and we're gonna get going. So I was gonna drive to the track, but I'm gonna run, and then so just make that the warm up. It'll save more time. And I don't really like driving. I don't want to get in my car when I'm all disgusting, because it's disgusting. So we're gonna do that. Head to the track. Warm up to the track. There's another one closer. I'm gonna run past it and see if I can get into it. It's a nicer track, and it's just closer. So I'll see if I can get in there. If not, I'll go to the track I've been typically going to. It's like 2 miles away. It'll be the warm up. If I didn't say a warm up, we're gonna warm up. And then 4 sets of 6x200. So like 200 pick it up, 200 jog, 200 pick it up, just back to back. So yeah, and then we'll shoot for 8 to 10 miles total is what the plan is. Gotta try to go for 10. Come back, shower, and get ready to go to this bullshit work thing. All right, this will focus. All right, the track workout's done. Just got done with the first little work thing. It was just like this meeting, cleaning stuff, and just a bunch of like hoopla. But that's all done. So now I'm at the pool. I'm here. I'm tired. I was pretty energetic like this morning and when I first got there, and then we sat down for a little bit, and then it was like, this is game over. Now I'm tired. So I have probably like 70 some grams of carbs in this bottle, as well as probably like 2,000 milligrams of sodium, something like that. There is caffeine, probably like 180-ish milligrams of caffeine in there, so that'll be good. I'm gonna get a Cliff Bar or something with carbs at the vending machine and eat that before the swim too, just to kind of eat something. I'm hungry. And we'll get the swim going. It's like 400, 300 warm up, and then with kicks, fins, paddles, and then 4x125. It'll be a 25 kick into a 100 swim. So 4 of those, and then it's 10 by 100, but with buoy and paddles, which I can't flip turn with paddles. I wish I could, but every time I do it, I just get all messed up because of if I probably flip turned a lot better, I could, but I can't. So that doesn't really even like scare me. 10 by 100 with pole, buoy, and paddle. And then it's 16 by 25. I think it's like 3 swim normal or kind of push it, and then 1 like harder, and then do that for 16, and then cool down 500 cool down, and that's a swim. It's pretty like straightforward, but I think it'll be a longer one. It said the training peak said 4,000 yards. It's not always accurate, but we'll see. Hopefully it'll be 4,000 though. But yeah, let's get in that water and get her going, baby. Get her going, baby. I'll talk about, I talked about this on Instagram, but if you say you want to do something, there's a price you have to pay to get to that something. So the overall something is I want to qualify for Kona on November 7th in Panama. I also just want to do really good, but I want to qualify for Kona. So if I say I want to do that, there's a price I have to pay, and that is on days like today when it's a little bit more jam-packed and busy, getting up at 4 a.m. to do the stuff. So it doesn't mean I have to do that every single day, but today that was the price that had to be paid, and we paid it, and I will happily pay it in full. And then I was thinking about going into Jacksonville. I was overpaying for what I got. I gave fitness $100, and it gave me something of value of like $50 or $75. And that's because my indoor training setup was all messed up. So I was like, now I was thinking, I was on the track and I was running, and I was like, and now I'm angry. I was kind of saying it like funnily in my head. I was like, and now I'm angry. I'm back for vengeance. This is what I was thinking in my head, but it's kind of funny. So, yeah, and the track workout itself, I guess I could talk about that quickly while I'm stalling for the swim. But it was 4 rounds of 6 by 200 into a 200 jog. So going into it, I just did the math wrong this morning in my head. I was tired, just not thinking fully straight, but I was just thinking, 6 by 200, it'll be, I don't even honestly know what I thought, but it was essentially 1.5 mile fartlicks, and I started doing the first one. I was like, oh wait, this is longer than I thought. But that's okay though, I wanted it to be longer, because last week we had that track session and I was like, nah, this was short. I was a little disappointed. I was like, that wasn't enough. So this was better, and I was happy about it. And honestly, it wasn't that hard. 6 by 200, the average pace for the 200s was 5:16 pace, which is quick, but you're doing it for 200 meters, so it's not that far, like, not insane, but you're doing it for 6 miles. Not really 6 miles, 3 miles or whatever, I don't know. But, yeah, it was pretty chill. I went to this high school. It was on the way. I was going to run to the track I would typically go to, but this track was on the way, so I wanted to see if I can get into it. And the gates were open. It was because there's a football practice going on. But I got there before the football team, and then they're on the field. They all saw me. No one seemed to give a shit, which was nice. I feel like it was fitting too because the coach, like the football players are all doing drills, like they stand in the lines doing the drills, and then the coach was yelling like, "What are you gonna do?" Like I don't know, he's just trying to be motivational to them, and he's like, "You gotta show up, whatever." And I was like, "Hey, I'm a good example of that. I'm here alone running around the track for whatever." So I was like, "Don't kick me out because I'm not in the way." But if you're in Tampa and you see that, and you know where that track is, don't blow it up. If you go there and they're there, be respectful. Don't blow it up. Don't blow it up because there's literally like no public tracks here, and don't blow it up. Don't blow it up. Be respectful if people are there. So, and don't be like annoying. So, yeah. But the track workout went well. I was happy with it. So, I'm here. Now it's time to go and get swimming. Alright, so I just got out of the gym. We got halfway through the swim and they closed the pool. Sunny outside. So it's shitty outside now, but so we had 1,900 yards. We were halfway through the 10 by 100, and then they said, "Get out of here." So I got out of there, got to the gym. It's now 1:35. Pool's not going to be open, so I mean, I guess it's good. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I have tomorrow, but typically it's just a bike ride. So plan will be then tomorrow to probably just restart the swim. Let me look really quick. I still work tomorrow. It would have been nice to get the swim done and then be able to just have the bike tomorrow though. Let's see. Yeah, so tomorrow I just have an hour and 20 minutes on the bike. Endurance in 5x3 minute tempo. So I can do the swim tomorrow or just make up the swim tomorrow. So that's fine. It's still obnoxious, but I guess if I just redo the swim, I'll get 1,900 extra yards for the week. But whatever, got a good pump though. Basically just do like a superset for my upper body. So I went there, I stretched, and then I did incline chest press, incline barbell. Then I did, I did incline barbell, and then I did pull-ups. So I supersetted, like I do a set of incline, then I do some pull-ups, set of incline pull-ups. So I supersetted that. Then I went pee. Then I did this back T-bar row. It's like a machine, sort of a machine, I guess, T-bar row, but it's still plate loaded. I think I did 3 actual working sets of that, only like 5 reps per set, 5 to 6 reps. Then I did, what did I do? I think I did some shoulder uprights or whatever, like you have a bar, you do this. Did that for shoulders. I haven't been doing any type of shoulder pressing because this shoulder's been a little bit weird. It's been fine, but like, I feel like that's kind of what irritates it. More so it's just being overworked because of all the swimming. So once it gets more used to that load, then maybe I can add in something like a shoulder press, but right now it's no real point to push that limit. So uprights, and then I did tricep push downs with the cable, supersetted that, and then I did some dumbbell curls. So I just did, like I did 1, 2, then I did 1, 2, then I did 1, 2, and I just did that with 20s for, I think I did like 3 rounds of it. Like I just held it the whole time. I never actually set the weight down. Did that. Then I did more pull-ups. So I did like chin-up pull-ups, and then I do pull-ups where I like do a reverse grip. So I grab the bar like this. So it's almost like you're doing a one-handed pull-up, and then the other one's just kind of helping assist you. But I did 3 chin-ups, 3 with the reverse, and then I would reverse the reverse. So I did 3 more, and I would do 3 normal pull-ups. I did either 2 or 3 rounds of that. I don't even remember. And then I took a picture of myself in the mirror, put it on my Instagram story to let the people know. And then, yeah. Sometimes I don't get in my head necessarily about it, but I don't want it to seem like every time I post a workout on my Instagram story, like I'm trying to brag or something. It's more like that's what's motivating to see, like other people doing the same stuff you're doing. So a lot of people that follow me are training for Ironmans. So it's nice to see, oh, he's swimming too, or he's running too. I like seeing it from other people. I'm like, oh, they're working hard too, so I want to keep working hard as well. It's just nice to be even though it's not in person, you're surrounded by that, but you're just seeing that on social media. So it's nice to be like, all right, cool, I'm not alone. Everyone else is doing this stuff, so I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it. So that's nice. I have some more energy now, as you can tell, because I had that caffeine in the bottle. Wish I could have used it with the swim, but that's fine. Got a good pump though. I had all those extra. I probably only went through like halfway of the bottle, or half of the bottle, and then the swim got canceled, so then I had the rest of the carbs just in the gym. So I got a pretty good pump, which was nice. So yeah, I'm gonna head home. I'll eat. I'll have more time to rest than I thought, so just finding my coach, do the daily doodle, which is probably good going into it, because I mean, it's good to get a little bit of rest in, but or just like time off my feet, I guess, before work. So work at 4, it's 1:40 right now. Go back, do the things I just said, and then yeah. So we're moving along. Day's not as hectic as I thought it was gonna be, which I guess is a good thing. So happy about that. Another thing, so I just got home, obviously. I got a rhythm blood test. I've been wanting to get my blood tested for years. I haven't had a blood test since, I think it was my freshman year of college, which was when I was 21, something. I'm 26. 20 or 21. When do you turn 21? Freshman? Birthday is in June. I don't really know, but it's been a long time. It's been many, many, many years. And I've been wanting to get a blood test for the longest time. Mainly, I want to see what my test levels are at. And I'd be curious to see what my cholesterol is, LDL, HDL, just because I eat so much beef. Dietary cholesterol, depends on who you ask. They'll say like, oh, your dietary cholesterol doesn't affect your body's overall cholesterol. I don't know, but I'm sure it could play some sort of a role. But your body makes cholesterol on its own. Nonetheless, this is what is inside of this bag. So first things first, there's this. Not sure what this is. I think this is probably what you put the blood into, the little tube into when you ship it. So that's probably what this is. There is the actual blood test thing itself. You put this, push on there. I'm curious to see if it actually like. In the videos, people are like, oh, you don't even feel it. There's this thing. So this is you heat up. This little thing, I assume you crack the thing inside and it heats up and you put it on your arm before you do it. There's this, which I think is for after you do it. It's like a little sticker, Band-Aid, so you're not bleeding everywhere. Alcohol swab pad, gauze pad. Directions. Do not miss this. Scan the QR code on the sample bag to register. Must be on another thing on the inside. It's got a text message from my sister. This is presumably the blood thing that you attach to this. So my blood will be in there. This is so I can ship it back to San Francisco, California. And one more thing. So yeah, I'm not going to do this until tomorrow. I was going to do it this morning because you're supposed to fast before a blood test. It said fast 8 to 12 hours, but in general, I woke up, I ate a pound of ground turkey and rice, and then I went to bed and I woke up 5 hours later, so not even 8 hours, and then I also had coconut chai organic cereal from Aldi. So if I slept a little bit longer, I'd have done it this morning, but I'm going to do it tomorrow morning, so I'll just kind of wake up, do it, and then ship that bad Larry out, and then, yeah, I'm excited to see what my different levels are. Red blood cell count should be interesting. Be curious to see that too, just with all the fitness stuff. But it's not something I'm going to do monthly. It says to do it monthly. I'm not going to spend $80 a month to do this. If I wanted to do it for free, speaking of free, I paid for this. They did not send it to me to do, so you won't see a post of this on Instagram. But I will talk about it here because not that many people watch these videos. But Yeah, so. Alright. Will this focus? Alright, I talked about the blood test. I'm doing it right now. So, I'm going to press the button. Bang. Blood test. No blood. It said just press it once till it clicks, and then it said it could take 1 to 3 minutes for blood to actually come. So yeah, I guess I'll report back when there's blood. It started. There's a little bit in there. If you can see it. There you go. That's the money shot. There's my blood. There's my blood. If anyone thinks I'm on steroids, I'll prove you wrong right now. Alright, see how long this takes. Not a lot fucking in it today, baby. Hour and 20 some minutes and then 30 miles on the bike. That's pretty much it. I'm headed into work now. I'm going to drop off that blood test. Oh, I can totally feel I'm totally on edge. I'm totally ready to punch somebody in the face. So that's going to be good for going into work that way. But it's alright. I'm aware of it. I recognize it. And I'm not going to punch anybody in the face. So we're going to have a good night. And I don't know. It's like, this is just how it always is. I don't know. Just trying to get it done, man. Just trying to fucking get it done. So let's head into work and do that. Pay these motherfucking bills. Alright, I'm not gonna pretend like I remember even the last time I filmed, but I was about to do that thing again where I was filming clips for the YouTube video, and then I kind of was like, I don't really like a lot of it, and then I just didn't pick the camera up, and then I was like, well, that would be like a thing of like, oh, well, I'm just gonna not post videos for like a while. No, we can't do that. We can't be doing that. So, just picked up the camera, headed to the pool. Well, I got to the pool right now. We have a broken 500 swim. It's like a 500 warm-up, 4x50 kick, 4x75, and then some drills, and then some 2x250s, and then some 5x100, and then like a 2x250, some other stuff, and then 500 cool down, stuff like that. That's basically what we're doing, but it's Monday, just swimming. Usually Monday swims are pretty easy. And then we're gonna go to the gym, have a lower strength day, and then I'll probably do some plyometrics because I wasn't able to make it into the gym on Friday because just freaking busy as just the days fly by, and yeah, so that's what we're doing. I'm gonna go hop in the pool right now. I was just thinking, all the time thinking, right? You and me, we're always thinking all the time. But I was just like, man, you think about like, people will be like, oh, well, the society we've built just sets you up for failure. And sure, I don't know, maybe, I don't really know. But I'm not really one to subscribe to that thought. But what I was thinking is I was like, if what I'm doing right now will get me to a level that is like some sort of success, I was like, I don't blame him, because this shit's hard. It's just hard. Every single day is just hard. I'm like, I don't blame him. Like I was thinking it in the sense of like, oh, in a few years maybe I've made some progress. And if someone were to ask you that question, like, how'd you get here? I'd be like, it's just fucking hard. And then you're like, you hear someone say, you just think about the days, everything that's hard. You're just like, yeah, shit's hard. I don't blame someone for just giving up, because this shit's hard. It's just day after day. It's just tough. But I don't know. I just think sometimes I'll spiral. Like one of the things I'll do when I spiral is in a moment like this, especially when I'm tired, is to just be like, I don't know if anything that I'm doing is worth a shit. And then I'm like, yeah, you'll just start kicking yourself when you're down, and you're like, you're just a dummy. Like, you're just stupid. You're just doing all this stuff for no reason at all. You're not getting anywhere. You're just a loser. And that's pretty much one of the things I'll do when I kind of spiral a bit. Not that far in it, but one of the things that I was just thinking about that right now, though, I was like, I don't fucking blame them for not staying in it. And I think the Daily Doodle for tomorrow is just going to be stay in it. Just be persistent. Stay in it. Just got to fucking stay in it. I don't know. It's the uncertainty is what makes things hard. Uncertainty is what makes it hard. So, just going to stay in it for better or worse. I don't really have anything else to do. So, and I don't want to, I mean, I could figure something else out, but I don't really want to. So I'm just going to stay in it and see what happens. But for right now, we're staying in it. We're just going to stay in it and keep figuring it out as it goes. Because by God, we are good enough. People say, maybe in a social media sense, whatever, like I guess technically I'm a sponsored athlete by the feed, where you get like so much money every 90 days just to spend on their website, or you get store credit and then you got to make content around it. So I'm like sponsored in that sense, and they say sponsored athlete. But in the sense of like actually making money, whenever that does happen, it would be hard to think to be like, oh, like now I'm good enough. And really now I'm good enough just means you probably have a bunch of followers. So me right now is more than good enough. It's just I don't have a following. And that's all the brands want, is they just want you to have a following. And how you get that following is you have to be, in my head, it's like you have to be authentic. You have to be yourself. You have to have a good personality. You have to have things that people want to follow. But at the end of the day, the brand just wants the numbers. I wouldn't argue they particularly care about you. Maybe you'll meet people there and they'll start to like you more or whatever, but on the surface, the way you'll get that job or whatever is just, you need the numbers. You need to be good enough in their eyes in that sense. So it would be hard to be like, oh, now I'm good enough because I have a bunch of followers. But, yeah, you can't put your worth in that though. Like, I know I'm good enough. I feel I'm good enough. And I'm only getting better by the day, which is cool. But, yeah. Or when people, it's hard to, like, even at our job, my job, it's like, you're just never good enough. You could just never be good enough there. Just can never be good enough. There's never a good job. It's always like you could just do better. Which, sure, constructive criticism is great, and that's how we grow, but you gotta throw a dog a bone every once in a while. So, pace 128 per 100, which for me is good. It's a broken 500s. I think I already talked about it, but a couple 500s and then a lot of 250s. And there's a 5x100. A 5x100 leave on 130. Cooking. And then I just went to the gym. And I did lower strength, and I did some pull-ups. Didn't push it. Pretty exhausted. I slept for 9 hours last night, but the sleep score is 60. I don't know why my sleep has been so shit lately. Maybe not totally lately, but just did not sleep good last night. I'm pretty tired. I've been eating enough. I just got that blood work done. My blood work was good. All things were optimal. I don't know. Just couldn't turn my mind off last night. Maybe that was it. But hopefully we'll sleep better tonight, because I could use it. Your boy could use it. So, picking my belly button. Not really picking it, but I'm just like, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get rice going. I'm gonna do the Daily Doodle. I'm gonna respond to my coach, and then I'm actually gonna go to a few different places and talk about jobs. That's what I'm gonna do tonight. And then, or not really tonight, but just in like an hour. And then, yeah, I'm gonna go from there. All right, to end off this YouTube video, I'm gonna end it off with the Daily Doodles chat. So, sometimes it feels like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, but sometimes you just need to need to change your perspective and realize you can walk forwards. So two rocks, one's a rock, one's a hard place, and then the guy just walks forward. Or you could just look at it as a wiener, a weird looking wiener. I think every dude's mind would probably go to that. But yeah, sometimes it feels like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Sometimes you just need to realize that if there's a rock here, there's a hard place here, you can go forwards or you can go backwards. Forwards, backwards. It's not blocking from all four directions. So sometimes you just need to realize you can walk forward. But the question is what is forwards? What is forwards? That's the true question. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out. The situation that I'm thinking about, like rock and a hard place. What is forwards? What is forwards? Now you have to bring yourself into that equation. And what's forwards for you? And that's how you'll find some value in that. But that's how I'm going to end off this video. What is forwards? We're all trying to figure it out. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Get better today. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.